Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bashem Abishai Bahashem Rakak Badash. Double honors unto the apostles of GMS, who are the true leaders of all Israel on earth today. Salutations to all of my fellow laborers, my Akim, that do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. To the confusion of face brothers joined to our ranks of the hopefully elect, the Akwathium that are listening and learning. To you I say Shalom. All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites by blood, according to the Bible, according to the scriptures, according to the history, according to the relics. All right, we do not identify with any denomination of black groups, black extremists, or black identity groups. The word black used to identify human beings is a social construct created by the so-called white man, who is Esau Edom, who also created his whiteness. All right, he did that in 1681 on the East Coast. It was the first time ever in the history of mankind where there was any race of people identified as white. They gave themselves that title as a social construct. All right, and you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the rest of the world need to wake up to that fact. There are many, many dark races upon the earth, but only one is called black. And there's a reason for that. All right, if you've never taken the time to look up the definition of black, then you need to do so immediately. All right, that's why they label you that. Black is void of light and evil and wicked and everything bad, and white is basically pure and everything that is good. And there's neither black nor white people. People are different shades of brown and different shades of red. Hence the term redneck. Okay. What you're looking at on the screen is a shot from the beloved brother down in Carolina. Oh no, I take this back. This was Elder Yashawamba's video, because they both chimed in on it. All right, and I watched both videos and many videos on the subject. But what you're looking on the screen is Nate Satan. I don't know who the brother is on his beside him. You know, that was actually quite a few years ago, but I remember seeing these videos like this of Nate when he first came on YouTube. Okay, he hadn't even really started graying yet. The gray was very like myself. The gray was barely there, setting in. All right, and the video is called "Attention, Sincere IUIC members. Nate is leading you to swift destruction," and he is. All right, destruction with a dollar sign. Okay, because that's what this guy is all about. But all through the video, he's basically caught, being double-minded, blaspheming in Hebrew, but yet here he's teaching in Hebrew. All right, as a matter of fact, Nathaniel did one of the best breakdowns on proving that the name of the Father is Yahweh and the Son is Yahweh Shai to date. The video of him breaking down the name and proving it through the relics, through the Hebrew, using the ancient Hebrew and the true spelling. He did one of the best breakdowns ever. All right. But Nate and men like him speak evil of the true watchman, which is the label of this video. The true watchmen are GMS and their affiliates, man. What, like the internet went black for a while, YouTube was down, and I'm sure a lot of you people just panicked. And as soon as it was back up, the only Israelite camps that chimed in on the subject to filtrate it through prophecy was the Israelites, man. The famine of the word, man. But you people love to get together and speak ill and wicked of us. This is Matthew 5:10, and it reads, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." So the true men of the Lord are going to be persecuted, not only by the heathen, but also by their own people, the same way that the prophets were, man. All right, and all these groups that have different doctrines and different beliefs, one thing that they all agree on is that they hate GMS and its affiliates, man. The true watchmen. This is Luke 6:22. "Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. And that's what's happening to us, the true watchmen. All these other groups get together and they cast our name out, man. As if we were wicked, and we're the true watchmen doing the work, man. Day in and day out, without fail, man. You got guys like Nate that what they're trying to do, they appeal to this blackness, the Sakari. They appeal to blackness, knowing that that's a false narrative. And I can only, man, there's been so many times when you could probably find video sound bites of Sakaris telling you that black is a made up construct. Maybe not using no exact words, but it's probably hundreds of them, man. That we're people, that we're brown people that are brown, man. But you know, that money came into play. He took that purse, man. Linked up with those black identity groups that they use black and African and all that. And all of a sudden the doctrine started changing a little bit, man. All right. Then you people who just, you know, want to just change up everything that's in the scriptures without fail, man. So, you know, I'm going to read an account in Judges, you know, through the Spirit. And we're just going to break down the events that's happening and some of the truths that are in the Bible that people just like to overlook. All right. And if you notice in the book of Judges, there was a lot of infighting, man. Israel was fighting amongst themselves. It's the same thing all over again. Israel was killing each other. And through the Spirit, that's happening. But you always had a remnant of people who were righteous and willing to follow the Lord. All right. And as soon as the Lord would set up a judge to judge and lead Israel, as soon as that judge would die, they would run right back to their wickedness, man. So this is Judges, the 11th chapter. And it says, "Now Jephthah, the Gileadite, was a mighty man of valor, and he was a son of a harlot. And Gilead begot Jephthah. And that harlot, she was a heathen woman, man. All right? Because his father had many sons with his wife, but he was the one born outside of that. But guess what? He still was an Israelite. Something you people don't want to acknowledge, that truth, that fact, man. All right? You're going to try to come with all kind of excuses, but it's written right here in the Bible that he was an Israelite. And Gilead's wife bare him sons, and his wife's sons grew up, and they thrust out Jephthah, and said unto him, Thou shalt not inherit our father's house, for thou art the son of a strange woman. But you go to Numbers 1 and 18, you count it. Let me turn to it real quick. And they assembled all the congregations together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward, by their polls, by the house of their fathers, man. And people will miss the point yet again. Oh, it's an excuse to be with the heathen. No, it's not. It's just clarifying the fact that a lot of Israelites made children with heathen women, but those people were still Israelites, and those people often to this day look different. That's the point. The scattered Israelites scattered among the heathen, man. Millions upon millions upon millions of them. But you know, it's funny how in reverse, you know, if you dark complected, then you all good automatically, man. Even if you got an Edomite forefather. They don't like to look at that situation from the other way around, man. There's a lot of so-called Hispanics and natives who call themselves that, who got Edomite forefathers, man. Most of the ones who own the, matter of fact, pretty much all of the ones who own the casinos and that sort of thing. That was that blood quadrant bullshit that Esau set up, man. He set that crap up so that these Edomites could claim Native American heritage and get all kind of benefits and monies, all right, through their mothers. And lineage is not through your mother. All right, it's through your father, period. Back to Judges, the 11th chapter. And Jephthah fled from his brethren. All right, you go to Romans 9, the 9th chapter, my brethren, according to the flesh, and dwelt in the land of Tob. And there was gathered vain men to Jephthah, and went out to him. And it came to pass in the process of the time that the children of Ammon made war against Israel. And it was so that when the children of Ammon made war against the elders of Gilead, went to fetch Jephthah out of the land of Tob. Why? Because he was a mighty man of valor, man. He had warrior skills and strength that his brethren didn't have, even though they were of pure stock. All right? If your father's the Israelite, you are pure, point blank, period. Even if you come out with slanty eyes like Ammon. Verse 6, and they said unto Jephthah, come and be our captain, that we may fight with the children of Ammon. And Jephthah said unto the elders of Gilead, did not ye hate me, and expel me out of my father's house? And why are ye come unto me now, when ye are in distress? Just like the niggas, man. That's how you know this was us. All right? And the elders of Gilead said unto Jephthah, therefore we turn again to thee, now that thou art going with us, and fight against the children of Ammon, and be head over all the inhabitants of Gilead. In the same way, you clowns gonna turn to us when the Lord comes and shows who his true watchmen are, who the true men of the Lord are, man. A lot of you bootleg IUIC members, the ones who are not sincere, all right, who are following Nate and not Yahweh, not Yahweh Shai. We don't follow the apostles, all right? We follow Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai set them up, if that makes any sense to you. All right? The apostles have given me nothing but truth, man. They even told you to search out these things. Just don't take our word for it. Search it out. Satan advises his men not to go study and look up things in the Hebrew and the Greek. Why? Because it reveals that he's lying about Scripture. All right? So just to prove that point, man, there's dissension in Israelite. The Lord is coming back for the hopeful elect, the Israel of power, the Israel of God. Not all of Israel. 2/3 of Israel outnumber us, and a lot of the 2/3 are actually calling themselves Israelites. A lot of the 2/3 know the name. Some of the 2/3 even go out on the highways and byways, but they're doing it in vain. They're not bringing forth the truth. So with that, I hope this was a edifying lesson. Call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Abashai Ba'Hashem Rakak Wadash and Wa Abba Babal.